More marketers should be running the company. At least, that's the opinion of one of Facebook's marketing executives. Did someone have a big disagreement with Zuck, or is there a greater need for marketers to step up and lead? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome to Marketing is Broken, the weekly show where we believe you, yes you, should be the one calling the shots around here more often. Thanks for being here. More marketers should go on to become CEOs. At least, that's the opinion of Philippa Snare, Facebook's head of Europe, Middle East, and Africa's marketing group. Snare's recent presentation at the Advertising Week Europe conference came to our attention via Marketing Week and featured an insight that should give you pause. It's 36% more likely that someone from sales or finance will go on to become a company's next CEO than a marketer, which she says literally makes no sense. Snare thinks we marketers have a resilience and the experience needed to lead companies in these times and hopes to see more of us in a leadership position in the year ahead. She thinks technologies like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, and voice will help accelerate movement from marketing to management, in part because we'll be among the few people in the room who will know how it all works. We wanted to know what it takes to make the transition from marketing to company leadership. And so we sat down with Aaron Weiche, the former VP of Marketing and now CEO of customer experience software GatherUp, to ask him some questions about how he went from marketing the company to leading it. You were the VP of Marketing and now you're the CEO. Was that part of a plan, or should we assume that there's a throne somewhere with another sword in it?
I don't know if it was ever part of the plan. It just happened in the progression of our company and where we're at. I had had a lot of experience before in some other roles of operations and sales and things like that, and just was the best fit at the time for us in the growth pattern we're on and what we had going on to be able to take the next step and to lead the company.
That's great. Well, congratulations. So why do you think marketers are less likely than sales or finance professionals to become the CEO of an organization?
Yeah, well, I think most of all, business is business, and both those roles are a lot closer to the money, right? When you have the sales role is there to generate it, and the finance role is there to manage it and keep tabs on it. You see those just probably a little bit more full circle into other aspects of the business as well. They've long been integral roles where marketing hasn't always been, right? This shift is a lot more recently in thrusting itself to the forefront. When I talk about that in the business world, right? Decades, but we see where it continues to creep up. So marketing is still working its way up there, and we see a lot more crossovers into other roles. Myself, I've always been a marketer, and the reason I got into other roles is just I cared about the marketing so much that it made sales really, really easy for me because I was doing marketing in person. So sales was kind of that next easy piece to it. And operationally was just understanding how all the pieces needed to fit together so that the business could scale along with what the marketing was provided. So it kind of provided some interesting aspects and gave me a little bit of a leg up rather than just a marketing only background.
Sure. So on that note, CMOs have the shortest average duration of any C-suite position. Is that for some of the same reasons that you just mentioned there, or is there something different going on there?
Yeah, I think some of those reasons do blend into it, but let's face it, marketing has a lot of non-tangibles, right? Where at the end of the day, people understand numbers and dollars. So sales is real, profit and loss sheets are real, where marketing can just be perceived in a lot of different ways. And when you have something like that that is so open to how people feel about it and how they think about it, then it really ends up taking on sometimes a role of its own for how it's defined. But the good news is I see that being able to change, right? Just as the article that you're talking about pointed out, you have so many things from analytics to attribution to automation and AI, and all those fall into the marketing realm. So the fact that marketers understand those, can hold the keys to those, can translate those, and can understand how to distribute that throughout the company can be a really big help to putting marketing on a more even platform to some of those other tried and true areas.
That's great. And so how do marketers position themselves as leaders in their company, regardless of whatever title they might currently have?
Yeah, the first that is probably no different than anything is building strong bridges into those other departments, right? You can't let it be siloed or isolated. We often hear about the struggle between marketing and sales teams. And if you're going to be a leader, you have to build those bridges into it. You have to understand and really, to me, a huge superpower in business is being self-aware. So being self-aware of what marketing brings to the table and what you can do for these other departments with understanding things of automation and bringing efficiency and bringing attribution and analytics to decision making. By doing those things, you're helping unify those teams in those departments. And I think that's a really great way to distance yourself. And lastly, I think the same vision and mission we're on is, I always describe it in this world of an Amazon economy where availability and pricing and all these other things are really tough to compete on. Brand and reputation are the two biggest things a business can still compete on. And when you're a marketer, the fact that you can build and defend brand, you can get that to translate across all departments and benefit the entire company. And that's something people can really rally behind and feel that they see leadership quality in.
Aaron Weiche, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me, Josh.
That's all the time we have for this week. Do marketers have what it takes to lead organizations, or are we not cut out for the job? Will technology or some other trend increasingly make us the de facto choice for CEO? And why do the sales or finance guys always get the job? Share your thoughts with a comment, and you might just win yourself some new Brandish Insights gear. We'll see you next time. Hey, it's Josh from Brandish Insights. Thank you for watching Marketing is Broken. If you like this week's episode, please click below to subscribe or check out other episodes. And if your company could use more insights around your branding efforts, check out brandishinsights.com.